and I'm joined with Jade and Giselle. In our podcast today, we'll be focusing on cancel culture, what it is, who was affected by it, and did they deserve it, and is it even effective? So, I just wanted to start off with the textbook definition from Merriam-Webster. Cancel culture is the practice or tendency of engaging in mass canceling as a way of expressing disapproval and exerting social pressure. For those of you who aren't aware, cancel culture is like a mass withdrawal of support from public figures or celebrities who have done things that aren't socially accepted today. This practice of canceling or mass shaming occurs mostly on social media, such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Yeah. Is there anything you guys wanted to add on?
Sorry, we did that at the same time. You go first.
Okay. Well, I feel like cancel culture, like the idea of it has been around for pretty much forever because, everybody has their opinions, but it eventually gained its name because of social media and how prominent social media is now today. But I feel like the idea behind it is basically just boycotting pretty much or canceling your support for like a certain individual or an organization or company that has any type of influence in the public eye today.
I feel like cancel culture is just like a public shaming. Like, regardless of what you did, what whoever did, and when they did it, it's pretty much just them, people finding random old things that they don't like or that are now controversial that weren't before, and bringing it to the surface and basically telling other people like of your audience to stop following you, or make hate comments about you.
Yeah, I feel like in a way it kind of doesn't leave room for growth. Yes, there is like some people that do deserve to not have a platform and stuff like that, but in a way of like picking up old things that happened in the past, and like the person is a completely different person now, and people still choose to like bring back that old stuff. It kind of just doesn't leave room for growth or like an open discussion on like, do they deserve that?
Yeah, I feel like people, like before that was what it originally was for, for growth and to like comment on people doing something wrong, that way they can change it, but it's almost like there's no room to change it when people are so harsh. But what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I think I totally agree with the both of you. Like, it is, sometimes it goes too far. Like, you look at some of like you look at the dating on tweets of people that were canceled, and it's like when MySpace was just here, and that was like what, 2005. like I was just born. Like, you're talking about something from 21 years ago, and you didn't have the nerve to say anything then, but it was still wrong, and now you're doing it to pretty much ruin someone's life. Like, you gotta think about, especially for like influencers and like bigger celebrities, you gotta think about the brands that they've created for themselves and the type of people that they attract and they also associate with in business. Because being an influencer, being a celebrity is a business. Regardless of what anybody says, you are constantly in contact with certain companies that you want to associate yourself with. So when something like that happens, you end up going into a financial spiral almost, and because you don't have another source of income unless you have a side job, or if social media is something that you do on the side.
I just feel like being online in any way, whether you're like a viewer or you're an influencer yourself, and cancel culture, they kind of go hand in hand, which is why it's such like it's a normalized and collective behavior now. It's almost like not a mob, but it's just like it's a concept. Yeah, it's just like it's a very like heavy concept, and it's very harsh, and I feel like it's complex in itself, but
because you can get canceled for anything.
Yeah, I know it's like kind of dystopian, like how some people will like switch like this overnight, or like it could be something very serious, or it could be something like literally
minuscule. Like, you see that speck of dust that just went by just like that. Like, it is tiny in comparison to what I guess a lot of celebrities have done.
And half the time, like you said, some of the things that they had said online or done online for 21 years ago, half of the time they were like teenagers or kids. Like, it's kind of hard to, you know, judge somebody when they were at a point where their frontal lobe wasn't even developed. Like,
My frontal lobe is still not developed. Like, how do you expect? And we have younger, and as social media grows, influencers are getting younger and younger and younger.
yeah.
They're babies. They're little. They don't even know what they're doing. So it's like, how can you expect? Like, you can't even expect them to do it. How can you expect like a person who's a little bit older to even like understand or like the consequences of what they do put out there, or the even just being online. But
Yeah, and people are so harsh with them too, by saying like, oh, they should know better. Like, have you seen the day and age that we are right now? But
Pause. They're 12.
yeah, exactly.
They're 12.
That's the thing. It's
They're still trying to get an A in science class.
Mhm.
I'm still trying to get an A in science class.
and they have like parents you don't. Oh, you don't know like how they're raised either. You don't know like their parents, like what type of what's it called? Like,
Their upbringing.
yeah, their environment and stuff like that. So, and also they're little kids. Like, they don't know better. They're little, you know. Moving on to our next segment, we wanted to talk about the celebrities that have been canceled, or influencers that have also been canceled.
So do you have one that you like really want to like talk about?
I kind of wanted to talk about Chris Brown because, okay, starting off, he beat up Rihanna. He like really beat her up. Like
bad.
bad.
I remember like seeing pictures
Yeah.
when I was like, and when did that happen? Like, I was probably like a younger teenager.
yeah, we
I
were
think.
we were like kids or something. It
Yeah.
was like 2009 or something. But I don't know. I feel like when that came out, yes, there was outrage, but he bounced back so bad. Like, he's on tour right now, multiple sold out stadiums. It kind of seems like as if people have forgotten like that he did that, and it's not the first time that he's done it. He's actually been arrested multiple times for putting his hands on women, and has multiple allegations for that too.
And there were almost always partners of his, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like they filed for domestic abuse, and that's crazy. That's actually crazy that you still are able to get on a stage, perform, grind up on Lord knows how many girls on stage, and people just forget about you literally giving Rihanna 2 black eyes, a broken nose, and like I think like a shattered collarbone, I think too.
Yeah, like her face was literally battered, and like, oh, that's just terrible. And also, not to mention that whole Frank Ocean thing. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Yeah.
Where he tried to beat up Frank Ocean over a parking spot.
Yeah,
And it's like,
what?
you give these people like a big head, like these celebrities, and they think they can do whatever they want.
Like they run the world. Like I get it. Like you're a millionaire, whatever, cool. But like that does not give you the right to like be a rude person, like a bad person. If anything, shouldn't that push you to be an even better person because you are seen by so many.
I don't know. I feel like it kind of gets to their head too, and also just the type of fan bases they have. I feel like people either sink or swim based on how supportive their followers are, or how powerful their haters are. I feel like it's just complicated in itself.
Yeah. People are very selective.
They're very biased too.
Yeah, I find that some people who have gotten canceled for the same thing, one person will like rise up again, and the other one is still down there. Like, I don't know.
Like disappear.
Yeah.
Like completely off the face of the earth. And it's like when I think about it, it's like so sad. Like the people that haven't like been able to bounce back, like Jenna Marbles. Like for example, like we were talking about this earlier, and I'll let you talk about it.
For those who don't know, Jenna Marbles was a YouTuber. She was probably one of the least problematic YouTubers. Like she did like what, gaming reviews.
Yeah, and she was one of like one of the original YouTubers too. Like when the platform first came out.
Yeah, she was like one of the starting YouTubers, and she had like gotten a fish, and I guess the fish tank was a little smaller than what it should have been, but the fish was alive, okay? And she ended up getting a new tank the moment people were telling her about it. But the amount of hate she got was so bad that she just decided to leave the internet like altogether because
Like over a fish.
yeah.
Like you people need to get a life. Like go walk your fish actually, please. Like come on.
It's just so sad though because like she corrected that. She like
It was immediate.
yeah,
Like, I
she took
remember
the
it, too.
criticism. She like educated herself about it, and she
She got in the
still-
tank,
yeah.
guys. Like, what else do you want from this poor woman?
Yeah. Is there anybody you want to?
One of the people that I focused on most was Ellen because I thought it was so interesting just because before, right, like in the early 2000s, we would watch her show and she was like more than cordial with a lot of A-list celebrities like Justin Bieber at the time. He was still like rising to fame, like his baby era. And then also like Kylie Jenner. But then all of a sudden when the pandemic hit in 2020, I guess people started coming out, especially her producers and employees. They were coming out about complaints over their working hours and their pay, and also just inquiries about like their mental and physical health. I guess just it had all been ignored. But then it turned into employees and then former guests like coming out and being like, "Hey, like we had stories about like about favoritism and bullying and just racism too." So I guess Ellen had tried to come out about like her side of the story, but it just ended up coming with more backlash because obviously people don't want to hear from her.
Yeah.
Like hearing all these things, it just piled up. So it ended up with her show being canceled, obviously, because her show's not here anymore. But I don't know, I feel like it was one of the examples where the audience kind of won in a sense because they wanted to not only take away her platform but also just her influence altogether as a celebrity.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and you mentioned Justin Bieber. Like, I remember watching Ellen growing up. The way she was with him was inappropriate. Like, it was really inappropriate. Like, he was not known for sagging his pants, but he's a guy. Like, I know multiple guys that still sag.
And he was like 15 too.
And he was like 15. And Ellen would be like, "I'm gonna touch your butt if you don't." Like, come on, like I'm gonna like if you don't pull up your pants. And then like he made a joke when he was like running back up the stairs to go backstage, where at the top step he like jumped and was like, "This is for you," and like jumped up and like put a belt on or like tied his pants tighter. And it's like, you don't see, he's a 15-year-old kid. She was like what, like 30, 35, 36 at the time.
in front of millions of people on TV.
And everyone just thought it was normal. Like,
I guess
weird.
it just goes to show like how it evolves too, because those were the norms, right? But then that's why no one said anything. But then as we're evolving too with how progressive we are now, it's like, oh, okay, so now that's wrong, and now we're wrong because we supported it. But I think that aspect gets overlooked too, in the sense that like people who support it, they don't really get backlash in that sense, and like they get to evolve, but the people in front of the camera don't.
Yes, that's actually a good point.
It's like they like die on like their presence dies from the internet for a while.
But yeah, I feel like because a lot of people they get canceled and then they end up taking a break because of their mental health and just the backlash that they're facing and people involved with them are facing. But then they end up coming back. So it's kind of confusing because was it even worth it to like the fans or haters to even like cancel them in the first place?
Because then you have like the apology videos and like all like, and it's like you know that they mean it, but like do they really? At the same time too, like you're doing it so that you can clear your conscience, which is I think a good thing for them, for whoever got canceled. But like it's also like how much validity from a group of people do you need to clear your name? I think that too comes with the territory, like where it's social media. Like when you make 10 apology videos, your audience starts to deteriorate a little bit. Like they stop believing you. But it also brings us back to how many times are people gonna find more things about this person? How much more unfairness can we give this person? You know
I
what I'm
feel, I
saying?
feel like it comes back to like expectations too, because then if you don't send out an apology video, it's like, oh, you just came back, like,
You don't care almost.
yeah. So it's like you can't really win in a sense because different people expect different things, and you're putting yourself out there. That's part of the territory, like you said. It's vulnerability in front of everybody, pretty much. But it's also like, can you make everybody happy too, in a sense? Because again, different people expect different things, and it's like you can't really come to one decision that'll make everybody happy. But I guess that's just how life is too in general.
Yeah, I feel like it also opens a question like, is being canceled a punishment? Is it like accountability? Do the people that did get canceled, like, did they learn their lesson? Like, or are they just like holding up like this, like, fake persona online just so it doesn't happen again? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's also where a lot of people get confused as well.
Mm.
I guess it's up to them in
Up to
inside.
the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. Only they truly know if they changed or not.
That's a quote. I don't think you know where that's from.
Did not like that quote. Should we go to our next segment? I feel like we're kind of drifting into it a little bit.
Or did you want to
Or do we want to do like a lightning round?
Lightning round
Lightning
celebrities.
round?
I got
Also,
canceled.
by the way, I never started my stopwatch, so
Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, we can just do like a couple, and then
Drake.
That one hurt me.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. Drizzy.
But-
What's? I don't think she knows fully what the background is on it.
About like the Millie Bobby Brown thing.
Oh, I know about that.
Like how they had like a really
Mhm.
close relationship and she was like,
She was
what,
only like
14?
13,
Mhm.
14.
Yeah.
That was when she got popular because of Stranger Things, right?
Yeah. She
That
was like,
one
yeah, we
hurt.
text a lot, and it's like, wait, why are you texting a little girl, you know?
It's a little strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little strange, but like that I like having an idol like that, but at the same time that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not okay on her then.
And a lot of times people like to separate the art from the artist. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I still listen to his music,
I still listen to Drake.
you know? But do I like support him? Not really, you know? Nicki Minaj.
Don't even get me started on her. Like, I'm being so serious. I like. Let's start off with like. She is married to a sex offender. Her brother is a registered sex offender. First of all, and as soon as that came out, like, and people were like giving you backlash for it, your first thought was to run to President Donald J. Trump, who is a racist and a literal rapist, and like, ew, like, and like, I know you were saying earlier, like, no, like, actually, ew, like, you're so like, that is beyond
Oh my
disgusting
God.
to me. That like, and like, a lot of like rumors are going around too about like how like, I think you were saying it earlier, I forgot. What was it about how like she's being friends with Donald Trump because of something?
Like people are saying that she wants to like clear her husband's name off of the registry and stuff like that. Like, girl, come on.
And like half of your, like, more than 3/4 of your audience is like LGBTQ and LGBTQ plus and women. Like, she had said something on like a Trump, at like a Trump rally of like what did she say, like, oh, let boys be boys or
Yeah.
something like that, and it was she had said something else that was very transphobic and homophobic. Like, come on, you know that more than half of your audience idolized you because you supported them in a time in the early 2000s where being gay or being queer wasn't normalized at all.
I don't know. I feel like it's also just her trying to stay relevant too, right? Because she kind of fell off for a little bit because of like more and more rappers started coming out, and you know they took more of an interest in their music than hers, and I feel like she kind of disappeared for a little bit, and then all of a sudden she's back now, like with a completely different perspective than before, and basically going against her supporters. So I feel like it's just, I don't know.
Not to mention the Twitter rants over like random things. Like,
She sounds like someone is running her Twitter, but it's like a monkey that works for Donald Trump.
literally. Like a,
It sounds like like one of the circus monkeys that they like train, and like they just gave Nikki her phone, like gave it Nikki's phone.
I feel like since she's not that relevant anymore, she has to like find something to grasp onto to like stay in the media, which she doesn't really care if it's controversial or not, if it's wrong morally. Like,
It just like gets her the fame.
Cardi, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, you my girl. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Me too, party. But I don't know. Is there anybody else you guys want to talk about?
I really want to talk about Shane Dawson. Like, please. Oh my god. I watched that man. Me and you both.
Yeah.
Did you watch him growing up?
Yeah,
Like, a lot. Like, when he was posting videos every single day.
literally like the conspiracy theories, like all
Yes.
those videos.
And I loved it so much. I remember him being canceled. One of the things that he was canceled for was he said he was going to do some, like, sexual activity with his cat. And I'm like, come on. Like, what? Like, I need you people to use your context clues. I get, like, bestiality and, like, that stuff is a thing.
Yeah, like it's serious,
I get
but
it.
he was not being serious.
He was laughing when he was laughing when he was saying it. Like, come on. Like, let's use context clues. We learned that in 3rd grade. It was a joke, and it was meant to be a joke. And like, even like his husband now, Rylan Adams, like, he had his fair share of like cancel culture too. And like, if you look at Shane's videos now, like, and the evolution of him, he's still getting like, I think on one of his most recent conspiracy videos, it's like still has 17.1 million views.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys canceled this man for actually nothing because you guys are still watching his video. 17.1 million of you have watched that video at least once or twice. Like, he didn't deserve the backlash that he got, I don't think. Because he is also one of the YouTube creators that paved the way for most of them that we know now.
Not to mention, like, he did address it. He took time. He came back. I feel like people still going and trying to bring up the past and stuff like that. It's like, okay, you have the decision to watch him or not. If you don't support him, then don't watch him. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just a matter of people bringing it more attention, you know?
Yeah. And if you'll read through, I like read through the comments sometimes. It's like, I wish Shane wasn't so censored anymore. And it's like, you guys, like, he has to be now. Like, his humor on the internet has taken a couple steps back because of those people. And you guys want that back so badly. So don't be so sensitive to it when he finally says it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the times now. It's just, like we said, everybody's so progressive, but it comes to a point where it's almost like it's too much. Like, you can't have too much of everything, right? Because then it turns into people being ingenuine. It's almost like we kind of have to fit a certain box, but it's also can't be too much like someone else or you're copying them. Or it just goes back to, like, can't please everybody.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to bring up this person, Logan Paul.
Ew. First of all, ew.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
I feel like if you don't remember or if you haven't heard about it, a while back, like what, in 2017 or 2018, he went to Japan. And in Japan, there's a forest where I guess it's very popular. I don't know, popular. It's known for people going into that forest and unfortunately taking their life in that forest. And he went into that forest filming, saw a dead body, and he reported it. And he not only did he record it, he posted it online. It was taken down after. He did film an apology, but then he kind of went back and said like it wasn't that big of a deal, you know. But I don't know.
I'm sorry. I want everyone to think about this really quick. Imagine someone going to one of your relatives' graves,
Mhm.
digging it up, and taking a picture of it and posting it on the internet.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Absolutely, utterly disgusting.
And not to mention he was old enough. Like, if you see a dead body, like out of respect, you don't film it. And more so, you don't post it either. Like, I feel like that's where he really messed up.
Yeah,
Like-
it just shows his morals pretty much.
Yeah.
Like how.
And he was like laughing. And
Yeah,
stuff.
like how far you're willing to go
It's
to
like,
make content.
If
but
you saw a dead body, my first reaction would be to scream and cry and like,
Like,
freak out
go
And
the opposite
leave.
way.
and leave. Like, and
It was
you
like, no,
knew
let
that.
me get a close up. Like,
No, let me take my 30-inch camera and just get in there really quickly.
just a weirdo.
I forgot about that.
And then he
Everyone
came
did.
back, and like people still watch him.
And now he's a boxer.
Yeah,
Is he
like,
a boxer?
Yes, him and Jake are boxers.
Oh, I thought he was just like his like sidekick.
he was. But I don't understand.
After Disney Channel. Everyone changes after Disney Channel.
Oh my gosh.
Should we do one last one? Or do you guys want to pick one? Or have anybody in mind?
I don't know. I feel like we've kind of talked about the ones that.
That really stick out,
Mhm.
TBH.
Do you think we could go into the next
Yeah.
segment?
On to our last segment. We're gonna talk about if they deserved it or if cancel culture as a whole, like, is it effective? I just wanted to say that, like, I just wanted to bring attention to a point that I have down here, is that people are judged for their past mistakes, you know, stuff that they said like 20 years ago. But also I wanted to look at the other side and say that those mistakes could be really powerful, and like it could hurt a lot of people, especially their fans, if, like, for example, like they said something racist, you know, it gives marginalized people like a voice, like people of color a voice, you know, they have a right to feel the way that they do, because it's like, wow, this person I really love, you know, feels this way about people like me. But it also opens another one where it's like, can we give them like a chance to grow? You know, maybe they're not that person they were 20 years ago. Like, they're not the same, you know, they don't have the same views as well.
And I don't think anybody is. Like, after 20 years, or even a couple months, like, you are never going to be the same person twice, right? You're always going to be a day older. You're always going to be a minute older, and you're always going to be a second older. Like, I think that development and growth is like something that isn't almost allowed to happen in like these social influencer situations.
Yeah, because it's almost like it's like a one and done, pretty much. Like once you make a mistake, it's like, oh, like you're marked, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just, if you speak out the first time, right, and you kind of just like be like, hey, like this isn't something that I support, and they do it again, or if they don't, stop watching them.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of it's kind of like you're not doing anything, like, oh, and being ignored, but it's also like it's your choice too, in the sense that you are deciding what you're paying attention to, and I feel like it's almost it gives them attention regardless, and I feel like that's something that doesn't really get talked about, just because negative and positive attention is still attention. Yeah, so it's like kind of like
It's like
you're
absolute
still
value.
fueling it.
It's like absolute value of attention.
You're still fueling it in a sense, because right with Shane Dawson is over part. He was the number one for how long? Like number one trending tweet, whatever, for how long? So it's like, are you making a difference in that sense? Like if you go too much, like how effective are you being?
Regardless, it's still revenue to his name. To anybody that has gotten canceled, anybody that has gotten like publicly shamed, like you, like especially through social media, you are bringing revenue by tagging him in posts, by making hashtags with their names. Like, for example, like Tati, James, and Jeffrey. That
The
three.
Dramageddon.
Exactly. Hashtag Dramageddon. I would love to know how much revenue from just Twitter alone
That they all got.
that they all got.
Mhm.
Yes, your like brand deals like fell through. Like everyone fell off with Morphe, but Morphe also got canceled for specific reasons and went bankrupt. But like again, that's a different story. But like you guys gave them what is it? It's like I think it's like 200 million views on just one video from each of those creators. Think about that.
And about that, what's kind of shocking is that people didn't focus on the main part of the whole Dramageddon thing of James Charles being a predator. Like,
Yes, and he was canceled for it again just recently.
and he's still getting
He's
millions of
he's still up.
views. It's just, I don't know. The internet is a very weird place where it's like one thing's okay and the other thing isn't okay. It's like, come on.
And like it was right before, it was like right after he got canceled, and he was singing on TikTok. He was like doing a harmony, and he like went viral for it. And then all the comments were like, "I'm not gonna lie, you just got canceled, but you ate." And I'm like,
Yeah, like
what?
I don't know. I feel like it just comes down to like a general thing. Like we're online, so like there's a tendency to say things or do things that we wouldn't say like if we were like face to face with someone. Like if I were to leave a hate comment on a video that you posted,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that to your face. Like you suck. I'm like, hey. But it's just like it comes down to the fact that like we have to watch what we're saying or doing regardless of if we're on or off camera, because it's all about communication and like the fact that you're putting it out there, it's irreversible.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like you do have to pay attention because you are being that vulnerable, you're putting yourself in that sort of light. But it's also, we have to give people grace too, because I'm sure we've all said stuff that are like,
Yeah.
that's like not
That's like not
acceptable.
okay, you know?
Especially with our generation now, like we're so quick to be like, hey, like that's not healthy or that's not positive, but it's almost toxic in its own sense because of how like quick we're just like judging.
yeah, it kind of feels like it's very performative in a way.
I
Like-
love a performative man. Just kidding.
Yeah, like I don't know. Because, for example, like if you were to see somebody that was canceled in public, you know there's
You're
gonna be like
asking-
10 people running in front of them. Can I get a picture? Can I get a
Mhm.
picture? And it's like behind the screen, you're like, oh my gosh, like they're the worst person ever. We saw this person, like, come on.
Okay, so like let's get back to the question. Point blank answer. Does cancel culture work?
No,
No.
I
No.
don't think it's like kind of real in a sense. Like, I don't think it's technically a real thing because they're still gonna be out in public. Are you gonna banish them from all these places in the public? Like, they're not canceled. Like the word canceled just, I feel like, lost its meaning. If it's,
Yeah, because it's so overused, it's so normalized. It's like it doesn't really have a meaning anymore, because originally, remember, we said that it was supposed to be for growth and it was supposed to help people understand their mistakes and then learn from it. But is it
Clearly,
really,
James Charles has not learned his lesson.
yeah.
like, is it really helping anybody at this point? I don't think it is.
I think it's just a way, and I've seen celebrities that do it on purpose. Like they get canceled on purpose.
To get attention.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like-
that, like Natalie Reynolds? I don't know.
Yes, Natalie Reynolds. She
Like-
copies everything that Brooke Monk does on TikTok.
And they created a whole new term called rage bait. Like,
yeah,
people just make videos to make other people mad because why? It gives them attention. Like, I don't know.
yeah. It's ridiculous, but I mean, well, people aren't gonna stop canceling people. But let's be honest. Everyone's gonna find, God, Lord knows if I ever become big, huge, and famous, that they're gonna find something on my Instagram that they don't like. Like,
It just comes down to like people expectations, all of that. It's just, reality is not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna like what you're doing. So it's just kind of, are you willing to take that role publicly? Because that's how it is in real life. Like when you meet someone in class, it's just, oh, I don't like that person. But then it's public. So it's kind of like you kind of have to take it with grace almost. But it's a cycle. You also have to give people grace because what would you do if you were put in their position? Like, how many people are like hating you, basically saying that like they don't want you around, they don't want you to speak out anymore, or do the things that you thought were positive at first. So it's kind of just take it with a grain of salt, I guess.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're all human. Like, we're gonna make mistakes. And as like for a country that's so against censorship, like I feel like we kind of fall into that same cycle where it's like we're censoring like each other in a way.
For as open as we are also just as equally close-minded.
Yeah. I have like one last question that I wanted to ask. Like, if I feel like we kind of did talk about it, but do you think it actually changes like behavior? Like, does it leave room for growth?
I think it changes behavior.
I don't think it necessarily changes a person. Like, you will never see Shane Dawson ever using Shanae in a costume ever again. If you guys know that reference, it's like half of his face is like drag, like ratchet drag, and like the other is like kind of just like her normal day to day. And it's like you'll never see that again.
Yeah.
But like, does he like secretly like put on a wig every now and then? Yes, he does.
But like I said, I mean, like, do you think he thinks that it was wrong? Like since I guess technically people said that it was offensive. Like, do you think he probably thinks like, oh yeah, like I did that, it was offensive? Like,
I don't really know. I feel like that's kind of only for
yeah,
them to know, right? Because
it's like a wonder.
Yeah, it's like you never really know what people's intentions are.
But they're gonna say what you want to hear from them.
Yeah, so it's like, again, it's just ingenuine at that point.
So basically, everybody on the internet is fake.
Stop using social media. Just
Yeah.
kidding. No one's gonna stop.
So, is there any final moments? Like, anything you want to add in our final moment? My bad.
No, I'm
I think we kind of covered it.
That was it for our podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Jade and Giselle, for joining me in this conversation. And again, I'm your moderator, Juliana. And thank you.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
for more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports. It's an education.